The phone vibrates on the kitchen counter while I'm rinsing my hands. Once. Then again. Her name lights the screen, then disappears. A call canceled. Not a mistake. A decision. I dry my hands slowly. Too slowly. My father's oncologist had called an hour earlier. Late stage. The words still echo like a verdict read in an empty room. I pick up the phone. A message instead. I'm staying late tonight. Don't wait up. No heart. No apology. I picture her face when she typed it. The slight tilt of her head when she lies. The careful economy of words. I scroll up without thinking. My thumb knows where to go. A thread I shouldn't have opened weeks ago. A name saved without a last name. You okay? Any updates on your dad? I'm here. The last one is time-stamped 10 minutes ago. I sit down. The house hums. Refrigerator. Clock. A normal soundtrack for a life that just tilted off its axis. I imagine my father in a hospital bed, shrinking into himself. I imagine my wife somewhere else, expanding into someone else's arms. I don't feel anger yet. Just a cold, hollow focus. Something is wrong. Something has been wrong for a while. And suddenly, I know I'm not going to ask her about it. I'm going to watch. When she comes home, she kisses my cheek like she always does. Light. Efficient. How's your dad? She asks. Her eyes don't linger. Same, I say. It's not true. He's worse. But the truth feels expensive, and she stopped paying. She nods. Takes off her coat. Her phone never leaves her hand. I see it then. A bruise blooming at the base of her neck. Not dark. Careful. Almost hidden. I say nothing. Later, in bed, she turns away from me. Her back a wall. I stare at the ceiling and replay small moments I cataloged and dismissed. Her laughter at texts she wouldn't share. The sudden gym memberships. The way she spoke his name, my best friend, like a shield. I remember the night my father collapsed. I remember calling her from the ER. Her voice distracted. Rushed. I can't talk long, she said. I'm with him. With him. She said it like it explained everything. At the time, I believed her. Now, belief feels like negligence. I breathe slowly. Count the seconds between her breaths. Measure the distance that used to be warmth. This isn't about sex. Not yet. It's about absence. About where she went when I needed her to stay. I don't confront her. I don't even turn toward her. I decide to learn the shape of the lie before I name it. I become methodical. I notice patterns. Tuesdays and Thursdays. The way her phone goes silent in the car. The sudden password change she forgets I know how to bypass. I don't snoop in a frenzy. I wait. I observe. Screenshots accumulate like evidence in a quiet trial. Long calls at night. Locations that overlap too neatly. Messages deleted, but not erased deeply enough. I miss you. He doesn't see you like I do. Soon. Soon is the word that does it. Soon implies a plan. At the hospital, my father sleeps while machines breathe for him. I hold his hand and feel the bones beneath skin. He squeezes back, weak but deliberate. You okay, son? He whispers. I lie to him. Cleanly. Yes. In the parking lot, I sit in my car and let the rage rise and fall like a tide I refuse to surf. I think instead. Strategize. I check phone records. I cross-reference dates. I confirm what I already know. Still no confrontation. At home, I am gentle. Present. Predictable. She relaxes. The lie settles into her muscles. She starts slipping. She forgets to delete one message. I wish he'd just disappear. I read it 3 times. I don't blink. I forward it to myself. Archive it. Label the folder. Truth. I'm not hunting anymore. I'm assembling. The confirmation arrives on a quiet afternoon. A receipt. A hotel. Her name. His credit card. I print it out. When she gets home, I'm already sitting at the table. The paper between us. Flat. Unwrinkled. She stops. What's this? She asks. I don't answer. She reads. Color drains from her face in stages. She sits without being invited. I can explain, she starts. I raise a hand. No, I say. Soft. Silence stretches. It breaks her faster than shouting ever could. Tears come. Excuses queue up behind them. Emotional vocabulary spills out lonely, confused, scared. I watch her like a clinician. While my father was dying, I say finally. She sobs then. Real sobs. The kind meant to move mountains. I feel nothing. I already walked through this moment alone. She's late. I didn't mean to hurt you, she says. I nod. I know, I say. You just didn't mean not to. I stand. She flinches. I sent everything, I tell her. To him. To his wife. Her head snaps up. What? Messages. Dates. Photos, I continue. Calm. I was thorough. Her mouth opens. Closes. Panic scrambles her features. You ruined everything, she whispers. I lean in close enough for her to smell the hospital on me. No, I say. You did. I just turned the lights on. I grab my bag, the one I packed weeks ago. Where are you going? She asks. I pause at the door. To be with someone who didn't leave, I say. Even if he's dying. Her cries follow me down the hall. They don't reach me. At my father's bedside, the world is honest. Machines don't pretend. Time doesn't negotiate. I sit. I hold his hand. I tell him stories he already knows. He listens anyway. Later, alone, I feel the absence where my wife used to be. It's not pain. It's space. Space to breathe. Space to see. I understand now. Betrayal isn't loud. It's efficient. It reallocates loyalty without asking permission. I don't hate her. Hate requires attachment. What I feel is clarity. When my father finally lets go, I am there. I do not look at my phone. Somewhere else, consequences are unfolding without me. I stand up from the bed. Straighten my coat. I leave the room lighter than I entered. She chose herself. So did I.